in my real team.
So I'm just randomizing maps now, and it looks like we got rendering plant.
Like the 100 favors maps.
So SpongeBob, those survival odds are actually not mine. They're built into the observer mode. There's some sort of a combination between
like
strike
that when I play monster like that.
and damage on the monster.
When I play monster, I
they're
get
not
like that too.
they're not super good though.
Get that like moment of I need to cool down afterwards.
Yeah, 100 favors and Godzilla.
Not too many games can give you an adrenaline rush.
That's what I loved about playing the monster. I got really good adrenaline rushes.
The problem is now you curb stomp everyone like the big boy on the box.
Yeah, and I feel bad about it. Imagine if I practiced like 10 hours a day like some of these people.
Yeah, you could actually like be a tournament winner and crap like that.
Yeah, but I can't keep up my job right now. I think after this I'm going to take a quick break, stretch my legs.
What combo?
Cool skin. It's like Black Widow. Ooh, interesting.
Laz is my weakest healer, but okay. What's the best perk for Laz?
It kind of depends. Movement speed's really good. Jump height is actually pretty decent nowadays. It kind of just depends on the rest of your team. Like who else do you have? Markov, Maggie. So Maggie can defend herself. Your support's not going to really defend you. So either get I'd probably go try either movement speed or the jump height perk. What'd you pick?
Jump height.
Jump height or jetpack?
Jump height.
Jump height by 300% is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
And again, I'm on the map.
Except when MaddCow plays the behemoth. I don't think I've ever lost a behemoth match.
I call shenanigans on that game. On that game, I call shenanigans.
Which one? I said except unless when you play it. When you're the behemoth, I get rickrolled. And you cut off the healer. Well, we're fucked.
Okay, so good start for the Wraith. This area is a really good area, and the nice thing is you can circle this way and circle that way. So normally you almost never ever really want to be up here unless you're ready for an evolve, because there's very little food and it's going to choke you off. So you'd rather get domed while you're evolving in stage 2 up here than going and getting domed up here at stage 1. So usually what most monsters do is go this way or this way, and then loop around this way, and then loop around that way, and then evolve up here once they get past the first dome dodge, or get domed. Ooh, nice food. So it looks like he might be a 3-point Warp Blast build. We'll see if he uses... Oh, nope, he's got a decoy. So maybe a 2 Warp Blast, or he might be doing his other build, or the build before. So 1 Warp Blast and then 2 into... Ooh, Killer Dog all by himself. Ooh, and that Nomad. Angry giraffes. From space. So, I think it's one Warp Blast and 2 decoys what he uses. Ooh, and I hear some sentry guns. That's right, I forgot it was Bucket. I kept thinking it was Cabot for some reason. Ooh, unfortunate Warp Blast didn't go very far. Couple of shots. So normally when the monster's at about 75% armor, I like to not shoot him unless we're about to engage, just because you want to get everyone catch up. Ooh, and there goes the decoy. So I do like that they domed, but always be careful that you don't dome just a decoy. So Daisy should be sniffing out the monster. I do like that there's mines being put down. Very good job. I'm not sure. I feel like that. There we go. So that's the decoy. So the real one is heading away. So I feel like that they could probably call out the decoy once it starts flashing. So right now, almost half the dome is probably gone by, and the monster has not even lost a single bar of armor. So I feel like this is probably just a lack of feeling that they could be aggressive, or maybe they're just, it's been a while since they've been fighting a wraith that kind of dome dodges like this. But the arena's coming down. Monster has taken hardly any damage at all. So really, really strong engage for the wraith, because you'll just be able to get away, eat some food, and then go ahead and then evolve. We'll see what happens when they start putting pressure on and chasing him. Because in the last match, it seemed like that was kind of one of his weaknesses. So he's got plenty of evolve, all ready to evolve. Not sure where Maggie's going. I feel like they could probably be listening to Maggie a little bit more. Not Maggie, Daisy. I always reverse those two. So, looks like he's trying to find a place to evolve. But unfortunately, yeah, I'm not too sure. I wish I could hear their communication, because I feel like that they're not really talking too well. Oh, so there's Bucket, but I don't think Bucket sees. Oh, now they'll hear him. Oh, and that. Oh, here comes Monix. Monix might be able to get a dome here. There we go with the dome. So let's see how this dome works. Let's see if a better engagement helps him out. So right now these guys are a little weak, which is very kind of scary. But right now they're not doing a lot of pressure either. Bucket kind of just doing his own thing. Nice little path back here, so if you do get chased, that's a lot of damage being taken down. Ooh, and Zalzin reveals himself. It might be worth it in a situation like this to try and get the real one. So they finally find her, so they might be able to actually do a little bit of damage now. So right now, with the points in Decoy and Warp Blast that they are, I feel that they could probably be doing a much better job of being aggressive. They know that she doesn't have a 3-point Warp Blast, so you can be a lot more aggressive with your team. Granted, you do have Last, so you don't want to take too much unnecessary damage, but at the same time, ooh, and that thing shooting him off of the corpse, fantastic. A lot of food over here. He might try and decoy and eat it, but I think he might be trying to go. So I feel like he's panicking a little bit. I feel like he could probably, once he gets out of the dome, just go straight north or straight east and evolve. And I feel that it's probably just inexperience more than anything else. So he's taking finally permanent damage. And their hunters are doing a really good job of just keeping up as much as possible. But I feel like if the Wraith, I'm not sure if it's map knowledge or just inexperience, but I feel, taking a lot of damage. Ow. Yeah, that can be bad. But yeah, so I'm not sure if this is map knowledge and experience or whatnot. I'll have to ask him afterwards. But I feel like he should just pick a direction, go in it, and evolve. And right now I think he's spending too much time at stage 1, and not enough time creating distance to get to stage 2 and evolve. Take it easy, Einstein. Have a good one. Okay, so it looks like Bucket was able to go ahead and ping the monster, and the Trapper's catching up, but might not be able to dome just right away. Ooh. So 2 Warp, 2 Decoy, 2 Supernova, so now a little bit stronger of both. Ooh, and then, Killer all by himself up here. Might be able to go ahead, Warp Blast a little bit too short. Remember with Warp Blast, you can cancel it mid-animation to stop and do the explosion a little bit earlier than your full distance. I will try, Einstein. So nice sentry gun placement. Sentry guns are dotting the landscape. Really, really trap-heavy team. You know, you've got mines, you've got turrets, and you've got harpoon turrets, and so everywhere just feels claustrophobic. So right now he's probably kind of panicking a little, trying to go around going, where can I go that I'm not getting shot, blown up, or harpooned? So doing a pretty decent job. Got a little bit of food there. Might be able to get a little bit more up here, just doing a couple more kills. But ooh, nice. Get those harpoons. So doing a really, really good job. Like, this trap team is doing a very good job. Really good positions for most of the deployables that they're doing. I really like it. I like that they're spreading everything out. They're doing a few mines here, a few turrets there. Really good job. I like how they can't move, so they have to realize. Yeah, I think that's something that a lot of hunters don't realize, is that if you're trying to move somewhere, it's not necessarily lag. It's just because there's Wraith right in front of you. Ooh. And there goes the supernova. Monarchs might be going down now, but right now, I feel like going after him is not going to be able to put you in a good position, just because with Laz is just going to be able to recover that cost, because you're not going to be able to afford to body camp right now. Yeah, so it looks like that the monster keeps on staying in this little area. I'm not too sure. I feel that this is a little bit of just inexperience in general. Okay, so he's getting away. He's finally going to a different area, so he should be able to go ahead, get some meat, get his meat in his belly, and then with full armor, it'll be interesting to see. I don't think he's the kind that would go and try and engage a stage 2. I feel like he's just going to kind of try and lay low as much as possible. Almost the 10-minute mark, not quite a fourth, almost a fourth of the way through. Now it looks like he's going to try and do a juke over here. Ooh, and the dome goes down. So again, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know if they feel that the Wraith wouldn't have gotten away, but I also feel that, ooh, Monarchs might be going down here. So Monarchs going down isn't too bad because they do have Laz on the team, but it does mean that the dome's going to be very, very short-lived. So it looks like Monarchs is just going to go down. There's not much anything they can do about it. Salt needs to stay away just because one Warp Blast will get both of them, one down and one will be really weak. Ooh, Monarch still doing a little bit to survive. Very, very good job. And the dome is down, so now the Wraith can get away. And there's the supernova decoy. That's a trick I like to use a lot earlier on in my monster career with Wraith, is throw up a supernova and then a decoy, because if you do shoot the decoy that's in a supernova, you can't tell it's fake because everything flashes in the supernova, so you can't tell if it's real or not. So it's a good way to mask your decoy. Okay, so again, the monster hiding out in a interesting area. I'm not too sure. So it looks like he's trying to juke, but the problem is you have to juke far, so you can't. You might not be able to get it. But let's see what the Daisy Cam's got. So Daisy should be able to snuff her out pretty soon. And I feel like Monarch should stop and listen to Daisy once in a while a bit more. Okay, so it looks like the monster was able to get away. I just feel that that was just kind of an awkward split for the hunters. I like the skin on this guy. Really cool. It's funny, I'm not much of a skin person. Like, I don't do cosmetics or anything. I don't really care. But some of the monster ones are really cool. I like them. Jump up and over. There you go. A little bit of damage from sentry guns, but nothing I need to worry about. So it looks like they've built up 5 turrets there. So let's see what Daisy is doing. So, oh, because that stupid mammoth bird, or not mammoth, nomad. So Maggie should just stop for just a second or two. See what Daisy says. See, Daisy says, let's go this way. So let's go that way. So that's what you do. Basically what you do is you stop, see where Daisy's pointing, and then go from there. So it looks like he's almost half food, but he is going through an area that he went through earlier, which means that a lot of the food's already going to be consumed. And you're just dealing with respawns, so Reavers and Striders in this little section. There might be still an Armadon down here underneath. We'll see what happens.
It's like mini Laz.
There's a couple more reavers. A little bit one meats. As for your question, Chiokami, I think, I will check to see if they're men's or not. But I haven't opened them, and I don't want to open them. So if I can't find by the tag, I might not be able to answer that. But I might be able to ask a dev. The devs might know, since they're the ones that sent me the care package. Oh, Daisy leading right towards the monster. Let's see what happens. Oh, and there should be a dome over here. It looks like the Wraith is going to be able to get away for a second. Just be very careful. I would like to see, there's been so few engagements between domes, I would like to see the assault chopped off a little bit. And there's the decoy. Let's see if they actually... Fantastic. Oh. Nice pinging by the assault as it just barely gets by. Okay, so let's see if the Wraith decides to go northwest or stick to the caves back here. Okay, so it does look like that he is going up here. I do feel like that this is just kind of a lack of map knowledge would be my guess more than anything else.
Let me rephrase. The highest usually one's like 150.
So nice little strider collection. This little area here, and usually like right in this little section here, you can usually find like herds of these little striders, which is good for food, but usually bad if you're trying to be sneaky, just because there's a lot of carrion bird nonsense going on. Here's Reaver. This will be the last food he needs to get to stage 3, so it'll be interesting if he decides... Oh, he does need one more. It'll be interesting to see if he goes straight to the evolution, or if he tries to stay where he is stronger, arguably, as stage 2 instead. So right here is the choke point that I was talking about. It was right this little area on the map. I'd love to see the trap around this little building over here, so that there's a little position, yeah, right where that is. I think that's actually one of the better positions, or over here, because you can cut left or right very easily. So it looks like that they're pinging them. Wait. Why did they ping that? I don't understand. Okay, maybe that was just a bad ping on my screen. Because it looked like they pinged the monster 129 meters away, and that was not so. There goes the monster, traveling at the speed of warp. So this is the Mr. J-Mans. This is actually the Savage Wraith skin. So right now this is a closed game, Chiokami. However, interesting place to evolve. The Assault, right close by, should be able to go do tremendous damage, but it looks like he missed it. Oh, unfortunate. So if you do want to join, just go ahead and send a friend invite to MaddCowQQ, my Steam account. I am the one with the cow with the chainsaw, and then I'll invite you to the group chat community group that I have called Coaching with Cow, and that's usually where we do a lot of pulling people from. So the dome is down. I do like that the dome went down when the monster had no armor, but let's see how he does at stage 3. So Daisy just went down. Ooh, and now we have Warp 3 or Warp Blast stage 3, and there goes the dome, and the monster is free to go ahead and get away. So again, Laz should be able to go ahead and get these people up without too many issues, and then. Nice. So everyone's back up to full. The Wraith is at half health. And it looks like that they are following a Wraith decoy. Okay, so looks like that we are engaging Daisy. Looks like that they're set up near the relay. There's only 2 minutes left on the map for the monster, which means the pressure is on him. So now Zalzan's biggest thing needs to be hiding in the mines as much as possible. Ooh, and it looks like the monster got caught in the dome, and I believe Laz is outside of the dome. So Laz might be able to go ahead and actually take care of Daisy, but I can't tell if Daisy's actually outside or not.
Loop around and try and grab Daisy.
So it looks like that. So now they're just worried about. So right now the timer has been paused because there was combat initiated a little while ago. The dome should be coming down very shortly. And it looks like, ooh, there we go. Looks like there's a little bit of commitment. And it looks like Daisy, oh, Daisy just barely got picked up just in time. So there we go, Killer Dog messing around with the, oh, and we got some Bucket Sentry turret action going on right there. And it looks like Bucket finally went down. Looks like, ooh, Zalzan, this might be exactly the break that the Wraith needs at this time. And it looks like Zalzan is getting punished very good. Now at this point, let's see if they can go ahead and see if they can cloak or if they can res him up. It looks like Daisy's coming over to try and res, but that Warp Blast is going to be a big sign to go ahead and Warp Blast both of them. So they do have enough damage to possibly win this. As long as they keep focusing fire, they should be able to go ahead and kill her or at least make her run off. So right now I'd really like to see a bit more harpoon traps. They were doing really good earlier in their positions where they had all the traps up and all the turrets and the mines, but now it looks like that they're kind of foregoing that for some reason. And it looks like Assault is about to go down, and Support will be going down in just a moment. So right now, I don't feel that you need to really kill a corpse, just because it's slowing you down a little bit. And time's the biggest thing to worry about. And it looks like the Support's running in one direction and the Trapper is in the other. So the biggest thing is to making sure that the Trapper has line of sight of the power relay, just in case. And let's see what the Wraith does. So the Wraith looks like is going after the Support. There we go. There's the Supernova. And then the Mist Pounced. Mist Pounce. Oh, and there we go. Oh, decoy. Oh, that Warp Blast was a miss. So 45 seconds left. Going to have 2 strikes on Bucket, which isn't the end of the world. But I do like that Monox is a little close. But as long as you have a good vision of the power relay, that's the most important thing. So Monster regaining energy does have less than a third of his health, but Monster does only have 2 minutes left, and that timer will get stopped. But it looks like he's going to go after the power relay. Not sure why the decoy was turned up. Okay, it looks like he's trying to go after Monox now. There we go. Okay, I think it was because he was after Daisy. So the monster's only 40 meters away. Let's just start being very careful. Oh, and here it comes. Nice little jukes. Nice avoidance of the Warp Blast. And it looks like the Hunters are going to be dropping off. So if I were Monox, I'd actually be heading towards the landing pad. Ooh, really good job of avoiding the Wraith as long as possible. Nice. Oh, it looks like that's the Pounce. So the monster will probably get the kill. Probably will eat the corpse if it goes fast enough. I feel like eating Daisy right now is actually pretty decent. There you go. Nope, looks like he's going to stop. Now it looks like the monster is going to be getting... Oh. There we go. So avoid... Oh. Nice position of the turrets, just because it will prevent a little bit of body camping. And there goes Markov doing some lightning gun damage, and Zalzan's coming in, trying to do a res. Looks like he might just be able to sneak one by while the Wraith focuses on the other people. So Bucket's going to go down pretty shortly, but the nice thing about Bucket with 2 strikes is all you have to do really is just throw down a few turrets, and you've done your job pretty much. So it looks like Daisy did get eaten, unfortunately, but here we go. Let's see those turrets and harpoons and sentries start doing mad work. So good job. Just be careful of that Warp Blast is the biggest thing. So Assault's going to go down, And so let's see if they can punish. Ooh, those turrets are in pretty decent spots. But they are doing a bit of punishment to the monster, which is really good. I do like seeing Laz's weak points, but not enough to it. Oh, and I feel like Laz is a little too close and probably shooting the monster when you shouldn't be. But it looks like that the monster's not giving up. Ooh, the monster's very, very low. He might be able to go ahead and get the res on the assault. And it looks like that the monster's not going to be able to get away in time. And, ooh, Bucket's going down. Laz is going to get down in that same little chopping block. And it's going to be down to Maggie. Oh, Zalzin's able to get away. Oh, and it looks like Monarch. So Monarch could actually... Oh, if he could just shoot a couple of times. I feel that Monarch actually probably could have stayed there and actually probably would have won the fight if he stayed behind and just kept shooting off of the corpses. So if Monarch can survive for another 25 seconds, that'll be good. So the nice thing about Daisy being lost... So that
So you want me to communicate and go on
so Daisy being killed early actually was a very, very good bonus for that. Yes, I'm doing coaching. I will also be doing some playing as well. Hacky sack? I don't know. So the power relay is slowly getting whittled down. But now that the rest of the hunter team is back up, and there we go, Maggie should be able to go ahead and pull it off. So I like that there's one turret down. Ooh, and here come the buckets. Okay, so the entire team is back. They should be able to, the next time there's an engagement, they should be able to go ahead and win. Right now, I would wait for the defenses to be set up and just wait for the Wraith to come to you. So right now, you're actually running out the time, which is perfectly fine. There's no real reason to kind of chase it down at this point. You know, the Wraith isn't going to get any stronger by you know, you leaving him alone. And here comes the assault. Ooh, a lot of people grouped up. Ooh, there goes the Trapper, and that's going to be very, very, very bad. So Maggie and the Trapper went down. The monster is taking a lot of damage. There's the... Oh, and there we go. Markov with the lightning gun in the monster's face. Very, very, very good. And the monster looks like he is about to breathe his last. Good job.
That normally works more when the monster engages more than, you know, like stage 3.
It was an interesting match.
Yeah.
Good game. Let me go ahead and do my debrief, and then I'm going to take a quick couple-minute AFK just to shake my legs around. That being the case, I felt you guys were doing really good. You had some really strong engagements early on as the hunters. I liked your trap placement. A lot of you were putting mines down, you were putting turrets down, you were putting bucket turrets down, and you were really utilizing them very well. However, once the monster went to stage 3, I feel like that was kind of neglected, and a lot of the engagements were really hard because you didn't really have a bunker or fortified position to fall back on, and I feel that would have made a big difference to, later on towards the end. I also just be careful once you know that the monster has more AoE, like with the warp blast. Just be very careful you're not grouping up. But otherwise, you were doing really, really solid at the beginning of the game. Your dome engagements were really, really strong. And I feel that towards later on you kind of neglected your traps, which in that kind of a composition, 3 out of the 4 of you could put down some sort of a trap, which was really, really strong. So good job on the hunter team. With regards to the Wraith, you were doing very, very good. I do feel that you were kind of, I'm not too sure if it was just map knowledge, but I felt like you kept on staying around the same kind of southwest area for a very, very long time, which means that you weren't getting very many new foods, and it was easy for the hunters to kind of keep up. And I'm not too sure if that was just inexperience on the map or not, but you were doing really good. You know, you're landing most of your shots. I think that you rely on decoy a little too much, but aside from that, I think that just map experience and kind of intel on where the good feeding grounds are would probably make a big difference.
Okay.
That being the case, go ahead.
The problem was I killed 3 hunters, but the last I can't find him.
Yeah, so Laz was usually staying about 100 to 150 meters away from most of the engagements, so that you wouldn't be able to go ahead and focus him down.
Okay.
That being the case, let me take a quick couple minute